backers, Mizungu here. I guess the first thing to say is I won't be moaning as much about late swap this weekend. Reduced schedule due to the FA Cup. There was no Saturday lunchtime early kickoff. Those things all helped, so it meant we could see the confirmed lineups for 8 teams as we look back at Game Week 33 in the Premier League. Even with late swap, though, I guess there's always scenarios that you just can't account for, such as David Nugent was named in the team and got injured in the warm-up, replaced by Oluwa, who went on to score. So I guess we can't control everything, but that's more acceptable variance. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Personally, it was a pretty good weekend. I'd been chasing seats for the Mondial qualifier. Managed to get one, and it's funny how that focus can take away from the main point of this, which is building your bankroll. So I tried to return my focus to that over the weekend. Played some 50-50 leagues, mainly at Play on a Muff Bet, which are probably the best places to play those tournaments. Yeah, I had some success. My cause was helped by a tale of two cities, defenders from Leicester and Manchester. Not through any form. You know, if you look at their recent goals conceded column, I perhaps should have been locked up for populating my team with defenders from there. But this was more about the weakness of the opposition, Swansea and West Ham. So they delivered for me. I also had Aguero, Kane and Morales. So it gave me the sort of weekend that will bring cash in nearly all the time in 50-50 comps. So a few players hit, that's all you need. Whereas in the upside leagues, the likes of the Mondial qualifiers, you pretty much need everyone to hit for you. Because 9 times out of 10, with over 100 managers entering these lower stake tourneys, they'll have a team that delivers. Yeah, Swansea and West Ham, they're continuing to struggle to score goals. The former due to injuries, the latter a combination of injuries and transfers. They've not been the same since Boney left. They both travel away again in Game Week 34, so keep your eye on those. Although they go to QPR and Newcastle, which aren't the most obvious picks defensively. But the likes of Daryl Janmat, maybe if he's playing at fullback, it could be worth looking at. Could get you some reward. Elsewhere, it was a fairly quiet Premier League weekend, and it wasn't just due to the restricted schedule. Before the Newcastle Spurs game, I think there'd been 6 matches, and I think there'd only been 11 goals. So from an attacking point of view, there's less to discuss than normal. Leicester's mini revival continued. Will Oluwa keep his place? They're away at Burnley next in a classic relegation 6-pointer. Recently Burnley, though, it's not an easy place to go. Spurs and City left without scoring. Arsenal got 1. So any Leicester attacking player for this match is a reach. Southampton scoring woes continued. Midfielder chipped in at Stoke. Diouf and Adam for the home side. The Saints line up at home to Spurs next. And for me, they just don't score enough goals to warrant choosing a Southampton forward, which for a team at the top half of the table, well, more than top half, bordering on Europe, is strange. Pele will be staring at you again. Come and get me, I'm only 6 million, like he has done most of the season. But no. And my colleague, Devo, 1099, he likes Pele, and he delivered for him the other week. You never know. Stoke have a more appetising game against Sunderland, and Diouf should be on your radar again, particularly in those games where he's listed as a midfielder. Clean sheets, therefore, shouldn't have been a problem last week. 5 of 7 fixtures had a team that kept one. I think the most surprising was probably West Brom's return to defensive stability. Yeah, really unexpected at Palace, who'd been flying. Chelsea did what they did most of the season. They gave the opposition a lot of the ball and sat back and watched them do nothing with it and waited on Hazard to nick a goal. Champions. Looking forward, you can actually state a case for practically all home teams next weekend keeping a clean sheet. You won't be short of choice. If you look at the goals for column for the away sides, in their away games this season. It doesn't make good reading. A lot of teams are struggling to score away from home. We've touched on a couple already, Sunderland, West Ham. Conversely, you're also going to have a lot of decent forwards to choose from. Just off the top of my head, Ings, Murray, Austin, Berahino, Aguero, Lukaku, if he's fit, they're all in home matchups, in inviting home matchups. Spurs, United and Chelsea are all away from home. But, you know, you're not going to discount the likes of Kane, Rooney if he plays up front again, even though that's tough at Everton, and Chelsea is a tough matchup at Arsenal, and they don't score a lot of goals. Some weeks it feels like your teams just pick themselves, but I think next weekend is shaping up to be one where the difficulty will be in narrowing down your choices. It might just come down to a bit of gut feel and intuition. So to help you in that process, to make sure you've got all the information you need, follow us on Twitter. Check out our website articles and our forum. We'll cover all the press conference team news. Ben generally links into us with these injury updates, and our table on the website is the best place for you to get a kind of at a glance snapshot of where all teams are currently at with their injuries. And we'll also give you a short list of players to look at for game week 34. And finally, check out midweek. My colleague Devo 1099 will bring his vast experience of European scene to take you through the midweek Champions League games. So it's a shorter review than normal. It was only 7 games. I hope you did okay. Be sure to check us out for the remainder of the week. And this is me checking out for now. See you later. Bye.